Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy vicslanghope. And today I come with news, developing stories, right? So it's not a story time. This is just something a little more different. So by now I already know that a lot of people have heard about the passing of the rapper Young Dolph from Memphis, right? Tend to keep, you know what I mean? But all jokes aside, right? On the seriousness, like my condolences go out to his family, his loved ones, and prayers. May prayers be with them, and may Allah have him in a better place, right? You know, that's up to the Lord now, right? And I know it's always a tragedy to lose people. You know, like every time we lose somebody, like anytime somebody dies, or you know, it's always something sad. It's always something that, like, you know, shouldn't be made fun of. Like a lot of people are starting to do today, right? That's kind of like the new culture, right? People saying we smoking on this, we doing this, we doing that. So, you know, you just gotta have like some type of respect. But I want to go into the developing story, right? So I've been following the beef between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti for a little while, right? Because it's been a few little things that have transpired. Now, a lot of people might not know about the feud that they had going on and like the stuff that had happened behind the feud, right? So I just wanted to get into the fact that, like, I'm not saying that Yo Gotti is behind what happened to Young Dolph, but some people might believe that, right? Because as you can see, some people shot at one of Yo Gotti's restaurants, and they shot at black youngster's grandmama house, right? And they claim that, some people saying that black youngster's grandmama is dead. So I don't know. Again, this is just reports. This is just like stuff that people is narrating. People that are, you know, they're pushing this information out there. I don't know what the truth. I'm just saying that there is a timeline when you look at the situation between these two folks. Now, I'm going to put a link in my description that you can go access yourself, and you could look at the timeline. There's people who, you know, do this type of work, right? Like where they like beef. They like, you know, beef generates money, it generates publicity, it generates a lot of stuff, right? So they thrive off that. And, you know, there's a timeline. I'm going to put the link in my description so y'all can go check it out yourself. So, but according to the reports and the timelines, right, is that Yo Gotti tried to recruit Young Dolph. You know, Yo Gotti's also from Memphis, and he was recruiting artists in the Memphis area. So according to the reports, Yo Gotti has his own label, and he tried to recruit Young Dolph, that's also, you know, raised in Memphis and was a promising rapper, artist, and he denied Yo Gotti. According to the reports, this created a little riffraff, an issue, right? And, you know, and the reports also says that Young Dolph started taking shots at Yo Gotti, right? That he started sending subliminals and you know, in his music and in his tweets and stuff like that. And then it led to back and forth from both parties, right? Not just Yo Gotti, but also his artist Black Youngster and other people on Yo Gotti's entourage. So according to the reports, that's what it says. It was a back and forth going on. And then at some point, Yo Gotti sent some warning shots. Like, he was just like, yo, like, you don't want to beef with me. And a few months after that, probably, Young Dolph car gets shot up. You know, his bulletproof vehicle got shot up. You know, by the grace of God, you know, and his mercy, you know, he was in touch. He had a bulletproof vehicle. It also further goes on to say that, you know, this just kind of like intensified things, right? You know, still a little back and forth going on between both parties. Again, Young Dolph, in the reports, he kept saying that this is all stemming from Yo Gotti's a hater. He mad I didn't want to sign with him. You know, so more back and forth goes on. Eventually, Young Dolph and Yo Gotti are at a hotel, I believe in Hollywood, California. They were staying at the same hotel where some issues happened. You know, a little scuffle led into a fight, and Young Dolph ended up getting shot. In some reports, I heard that it said that it was Black Youngster he got locked up for that shooting, or maybe it was related to that. I'm not so sure. But then he was bailed out, and then later on the charges was dropped, I believe. So this is just a brief history about what's been going on. A lot of times we notice that in hip-hop, like especially in a lot of like Chicago drill hip-hop, there's a lot of this sneak dissing in music, and a lot of times rappers oftentimes pay with it with their lives. This is just the state of stuff that is going on today, right? Like, the rappers are losing their lives because they're mentioning the ops, they're mentioning the dead homies of people, they're mentioning families, they're mentioning kids, they're mentioning, you know, they're taking shots and low blows at each other And in a lot of cases, it's costing these artists their lives. This is just what's going on today in the state of hip hop. So apparently, it looks like this is something similar that happened in this situation, right? We don't know. Again, we don't know. But I'm just saying, given like following the beef between this man and this other man, you know, and people shooting up their establishments, restaurants, and their family's house, like it seems like they believe that these people are behind the whole situation. Now, again, like I said, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that like these things are happening today in hip hop, period, right? And a lot of people are summarizing this like, oh, it's just haters, right? It's just, you know, people just hate. But sometimes it's bigger things to a story. Again, it's all small nonsense. I mean, I look at it like small nonsense, right? I feel like, you know, that's just how hip hop was. People used to diss each other all the time. That was just something that was in hip hop. Like, it was competitive, the competitive nature. Like, people used to compete. People used to diss each other. Keep it on the mic. Keep your, you know, whoever's the best MC gonna win. Like, keep it on the mic. But nowadays, it seems like these rappers is on some, don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. Don't mention me. And then some rappers feel like they can mention you, but you can't mention them. So we kind of like got that kind of like stuff going on, which is very sad. Like, for example, you see Lil Durk a lot of times. He makes fun of his ops, or he talks about, you know, dead people that the rivals have lost. But the moment you talk about one of their friends or one of their homies, is a problem, right? So we see the hypocrisy with these younger rappers, right? And how they kind of like trying to like portray a certain thing about talking about the dead, but then you can't talk about their homies and stuff like that. And it's very sad. At the end of the day, when you play in them streets, and you know, a lot of these rappers have a history of doing something. They came from the streets and they was doing something in the streets. And a lot of times things do not just die because you're rich today. It's people that still gonna want your head. It's people that still gonna want to kill you. It's people that not gonna forget whatever you did or whatever the issue is, just because you got fame now and money and all of these different things. Even sometimes when you try to change your life around, people not gonna forget what you have done and the problems that they have with you. So I just say, man, like, people always lurking, man. People always waiting for you to slip up. People always waiting for that window of opportunity to do you dirty. So you always, this goes for anybody, man. If you out there, you playing the streets and you doing certain things, either leave that stuff completely, man, and get away, or just don't sleep, man, because people is always waiting for you to fall asleep at the wheel. They always waiting for you to fall asleep at the wheel. And I'm gonna play this clip real quick from Boosie.
I got millions, you know. Why would I surround myself with people who after me for no reason? You know, niggas hating, niggas getting money, niggas gonna hate you in your city. You know, and I advise everybody, once they get money, get out they city, man, because that's where the hatred gonna come. You know, people be like, that's how I was at first, you know. Nigga ain't running me. I ain't going nowhere. And I ain't going nowhere. I'm Boosie. I don't bag down from nothing. Nah, it's not about it being bagging down. It's about being smart. You know, those are the guys who would want to hurt you. Those guys who've been looking at you your whole life and building up envy. They build up envy to where they can't do nothing now. They can't stop you from getting money. You don't want to be their friend or associate. You can't come in their crew and get any kind of money. They're too big for you to even try to beef with.
Yeah, man, you know, that's you know, Boosie couldn't have said it better, man. Like, that's real. Like, rappers are being killed in their own cities. And a lot of these dudes always go back to show love. You know, like, the hood always got this thing, right? Like, the moment you get rich and you move, they got this thing, right? Rich and switch, right? But it's not rich and switch. It's about, you got to be smart, man. Like, you can't keep putting yourself in the same predicaments. You can't keep risking your life the same way that you was risking your life when you didn't have nothing to live for, or when you didn't have the means, or when you didn't have the support, the money, the fame. When you didn't have those things, it's one thing to be in the block, it's one thing to be in the hood, you hustling, you know, you one of them. But the moment there's some separation, sometimes you gotta be smart, man. You gotta be smart when there's separation, and you just gotta stay away, man. And you could give somebody money, you could donate, you could do something. Look at Chief Keef's situation. You know what I'm saying? His own homies tried to get him for whatever reason, right? You got into problems, they ran up in your crib, You can't be too close. You can't. The same people should not be able to have access to you, especially when you already made it out that lifestyle. You just can't. F all of that. Oh, people not gonna say I got rich and switch, or I left them, or this and that. Like, nah, man. These rappers are dying out here. They're being killed. They're being killed either because of some prior beef. They're being killed either because of some envy. You know, like, they're being killed because of the lyrics of their music, what they're saying. Like, you know, you just gotta be, y'all just gotta be smarter, man. You know what I'm saying? And just look at the lesson. And the lesson in this is, you can never sleep, man. You can never sleep. You can never sleep. And at the end of the day, it don't matter if you got a gun on you. It don't matter if your car bulletproof. When the Lord says it's your time to go, you're gonna go. That's it, man. All we gotta do is do the best that we can to stay alive, right? If that means, let me try to eat healthier. Let me try to get some security. That's another thing. A lot of rappers feel like I ain't getting no security. I don't need no security. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy out here. So all we could do is try to do our best to prolong our life. But at the end of the day, the ultimate being that decides when we live and when we die is the Creator, man. That's all I wanted to say, man. Like, all we could do is do our best. That's why we got to do the best that we can with this life, because it's short and we don't know when we're going to go. So we got to be mindful of that. So let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Yo Gotti behind this? Or y'all think it was just, you know what I'm saying, one of his homies, or just some regular hate shit? But let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm going to put the link down there. So if y'all want to check it out yourselves. And if y'all like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. But let me know what y'all think. Peace. Be safe.